Welcome to Sibayeni Metrofarming, where we make farming easy. Today, we are going to process spinach. So we're teaching you agro-processing of spinach into powder. So how we do it, it's a very quick process. We are going to take our spinach and we put it in a chopping board and we cut the stalk of the spinach. After cutting the stalk, which makes it much easier to work with or to work on, and then we are going to use a baking tray where we will be able to dry our spinach leaves. So we will set it up around our baking tray. As you can see, it's a very easy and quick process. And then we will take it into the oven for about 10 minutes. And then we take it out, we dry it again for another 10 minutes after turning over the leaves. And then our leaves will be dry. So our oven is ready. It's already switched on at 110 degrees, waiting for our spinach. So the tray is in, and then you will close it, leave it for 10 minutes. Then we take it out and we turn the leaves over. We turn the leaves over like that so that it dries in both sides, and then you take it back into the oven. When you do that, you always need to make sure that you don't dry it too much, because if you dry it too much, it is going to change the color of the leaves. Now our spinach is dry, nice and dry, and then we are going to move it into a container where we're going to crush it a little bit by hand so that it is able to get into our agro-processing machine. So I use my hand to squash it a little bit so that the leaves are smaller in size, as you can see. And then for the processing part, we are going to use a blender. In the blender, I'm going to take my spinach and I fill up my blender. Those that I've cut into pieces, I fill up my blender. It's almost full and ready. Then I close it as it is and I take it into the blending machine. Our blending machines come differently depending on the one that you bought or that you have. Most of them, they have the pulse button. So you need to make sure that when you switch it on, you turn on into the pulse button. It's gonna make a bit of noise, so I'm gonna keep quiet for a few seconds while it is doing the powdering. Okay, I'm going to help my blender by opening, and then I mix up the part that is already powdered, and then switch it on again so that the pulse continues. Processing will continue like that until we have a full powder that looks exactly like this one. Voila, you've already created a powder for yourself that you can use for juice, you can use for a smoothie, you can use for soup, you can use for any other products that require powder or that you would love to flavor with powder. Thank you.